Hey man, why didn't anyone ask Uncle Ruckus about his identity crisis? That should have been asked like first. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How y'all doing? All right, here's some random thoughts just from the Love is Blind season 10 reunion. I was so happy to see that Vic and Christine are still together. It just made me happy. There's a little small percentage of me, again, this could be my PTSD, that still doesn't fully trust Vic, but that's me. I recognize that's my trauma. And that's something that I have to deal with, but it's just like 2% of my good eye, which is this one, is on him still. Child, why they got you see it, down to the audience being awkward and weird, just asking people these questions. I don't know. I didn't like that. I just thought it was weird. I don't know. But Netflix apparently really likes her. So, girl, get your coins. So we see Emma and Mike, and Mike apparently found someone to be with to give him some babies. So good for him. And Emily said that she is focusing on herself and getting the help that she needs, because that's what I wanted her to start first. Emily is down to them people couch. That's where you should have been. But I'm happy if it's true that that's what you're doing at this current moment. I am. Then we see Amber and Jordan, and they only lasted apparently 4 months. And first of all, let me just say this. Amber should have never been on Love is Blind because she has a child. And when you have a child, certain things that you can't put your situations you can't expose your child to. So the fact that you would meet someone and know them for 2 weeks or and just not long enough to be in an environment around your child. Like if I was a mother, I would. There's several reasons why I would never sign up for any dating reality show, but especially if I was a mother, because I'm gonna do the everything I can to protect my baby. So I don't think that she should have been on there. And matter of fact, I don't think you should be allowed to be on there if you have kids at all. That's just protect the babies, because these men, no, protect them babies. I also think that Jordan was not ready to be married in general. I think he still just wants to be like free and live like a bachelor. So, yeah, they're not together. Surprisingly, Bree and Connor are still together. And I'm like, Connor, you like punishment. These men like these just mean, terrible women. Like, you see it often. I'm like, this girl is mean. Like, but a lot of men like the mean girls. But let me just point out, and we saw this multiple times throughout the season. Bree, Ashley, and Pre, you guys are birds. You are not girls, and that's just the I don't like girls like that. This is a main reason why I don't think as a whole as women that we can really move forward, because we have a segment of women that is constantly just going to help the men uphold the shenanigans and foolishness, right? There it's just you see it online where the women are just they be caping out harder than the men do. So I just want to point out that I see you, Bree, Ashley, and Bree. You are birds. Then we see Uncle Ruckus again. Nobody's asking him about the woman of color comment. Like nobody asks, like, well, do you know that you are a man of color, Ruckus? Do you know that? They did. I guess they didn't want to touch that. We see Brittany's little tank dad. Like, sir, you are so worried about this fool. Don't even worry about him. Worry about your daughter. Like both of y'all are just delusional. And I understand that he was just trying to give grace and love to that. Ruckus don't care about you or your daughter, sir. So you were just wasting your time. But we did learn that Ruckus now lives in Phoenix and he is housing Alex because, but Ruckus also is engaged and has a baby on the way. So we kind of knew that if you saw any spoilers online before the reunion. But yes, Ruckus has a baby on the way, and apparently the young lady lives in Ohio, and Ruckus says he has a house in Ohio. So I don't know. I don't know, but yeah. Alex, you ain't had no suits to pick up from, or nobody would lend you a suit. They got stuff for like dress for success. Don't they have something like that for suits, for Alex, where you could have go down and get one? You just showed up like you just woke up from a nap. Like it was very disturbing. But Ashley deserves Alex. Let me just say this first, but he came in like he was ready to be defending himself because he probably saw himself being dragged online. So he came in ready for attacks from all ends of it, like even from Nick and Vanessa. Like he was just very combative, very defensive, and ready to defend all the lies that he's been telling because he kind of felt trapped, basically. But yeah, he just Alex, you can't. You supposed to do a better job of disguising the homelessness. What is you doing, child? They lit Chris up. Like I did not expect Nick and Vanessa to go in on him like they did, but this is kind of the first time we've seen them kind of like go in like they really went hard on him as he deserves. But we all knew he's garbage. So I do want to focus more on Jessica. And Jessica is with a doctor now. Apparently, one of the other guys that she dated in the pod, that they did not end up being together. Now, sir, and he said this: if he had did what he was supposed to do, Jessica could have avoided Chris altogether. But I am just happy that she is currently with someone who values her and appreciates her for everything that she is and her as her entire being and fullness, right? And not be insecure. You see that, Chris? I know you see it. I know you and Chris, you ain't had nothing. You were not remorseful. You was trying to get tears out. They were not coming. You still playing, and hey, at least we know who you are. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. And we believe you, Chris. We believe you. And since this was season 10, they had all of the old couples from the previous season, and the entire audience was just filled with that. Cameron was even there, even though Lauren was home with the baby. I don't think Lauren wanted to come anyway. I think that baby just gave her an excuse, but I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. But it was good to see some of the older couples from the previous season. So yeah, that is a wrap on season 10 of Love is Blind. Let me know your thoughts on the reunion, and I'll chat with you guys in the next one. Peace.